popping up around the metro, like this one just before lunchtime. Take a look. This is along I-94 in Rogers. Gordon Severson got an up-close look at the efforts underway right now to fight those fires, and he joins us now live. Gordon?
Yeah, this is the perfect example to show all of us how quickly these grass fires can spread. As you mentioned, we are in Rogers, just off of I-94, and the fire department tells us that the fire started in this dry, grassy area just off of the highway, and it spread all the way up the embankment here. And in most areas, it actually stopped on the fence line, but in some spots, it spread here into the property of Dundee Nursery and Landscaping. And the owners tell me they really weren't worried about their main building over here, but they were a little worried about some of the greenhouses here because they're so close to the fence line. So they brought out some hoses and sprayed some water here to create kind of an extra buffer, but they really didn't need it because once it hit this green grassy area here, the fire kind of stopped. But what's really ironic about this whole situation is just as this grass fire was starting, we were actually on our way to a DNR field office in Cambridge to talk to the DNR about the 66 counties that are currently in a red flag warning and the dangers of wildfires this time of year. Hundreds of drivers on I-94 Monday morning saw the dangers of wildfires right outside their window. The Rogers Fire Department says the fire started around 11:30 and it spread quickly, burning a 1,500-foot stretch of grass along the highway, ending right outside Dundee Nursery and Landscaping. Fire officials say no one was hurt and no buildings were damaged.
Hitting little spots.
But it's a scary reminder of how dangerous wildfires can be.
Fire danger can change really quickly, even just throughout, a couple of hours.
Karen Harrison with the DNR says firefighters are on high alert with 66 counties in a red flag warning.
Getting ready to go.
At the DNR field office in Cambridge, they're staging trucks and equipment across their coverage area, so they're ready when a fire breaks out.
In Minnesota, about 75% of all wildfires happen in April and May. That's, when we tend to see the most wildfires.
Harrison says the DNR responded to more than 20 wildfires over the weekend, and they expect to see several more this week, with the perfect conditions for fire to spread.
Things like relative humidity, strong winds, temperature.
Conditions we will likely see again with wildfire season just getting started.
It is all of us together as Minnesotans making a difference in the number of wildfires that happen.
The Rogers Fire Chief tells us that they're still investigating to figure out how this fire started. Now, it's important to note that we are actually in Hennepin County right now, which is not one of the counties that is currently in the red flag warning. So even if you're not in one of those counties, you could still see some of these grass fires pop up. So you should definitely be aware at this time. Back to you.
All right, a good reminder there, Gordon. Thank you.